So Christy, what's your syndrome?
Rockman-Johnson syndrome.
So how did you get on crutches?
When I was younger, I felt like pressure my knee, and ever since, my bones haven't been able to heal because of my syndrome. It causes the muscles to be weak, so that's why I'm on crutches.
Has your disability stopped you from pursuing what you want to do?
No, I don't let my disability stop from doing what I want to do, because I know my disability doesn't define who I am as a person, and I know what I can set my mind to.
Do you think people assume you are less capable of doing things?
Certain people, people like strangers that don't know who I am, but sometimes out of kindness or curiosity, I don't mind it in a rude way, but sometimes I want to be treated as a regular person.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you ever helped out a disabled person? I have at my old school, at middle school. I was part of the Link group, and we helped them out. Like, we kind of like talked to them at lunch, and we would go around with them in the morning and just like pull them around and stuff like that, have fun with them. Yeah.
So have you ever witnessed any discrimination against them?
No, at Dunkel we were really like kind to them, and everyone was very accepting.
Thank you.
So Hamza, have you ever helped out a disabled person?
Yeah, I have. In 5th grade, I was in Link Crew, so I helped out people with disabilities.
Think of our project.
I think it's cool. It's bringing attention to things that usually make people uncomfortable. As far as knowing people with disabilities, I've known several. Of course, most of them don't consider themselves disabled, so putting it that way is kind of derogatory in its own way. But whether they were born deaf or they were in an accident and they can't walk anymore, most of them are the most driven and kind people that I know.
Yeah. Should this issue be brought up more in society?
I think it should be brought up more just because it's a type of discrimination that's separating us in society. And in America, that really shouldn't happen, and we should work towards ending it.
So, we're going to explain it. Physical disabilities can be acquired later on in life, or you are born with them. And by definition, physical disabilities are partial or total loss of physical functioning, mobility, dexterity, or stamina, which can be things like cerebral palsy, spinal cord injury, amputation, multiple sclerosis, or musculoskeletal injuries. This is different from just a broken arm or leg because a broken arm or leg heals and returns to the same functionality you had before, but a physical disability stays with you for life. Physical disabilities should be recognized because they are there for life. The more we understand and recognize people with disabilities, the more opportunities there will be for people with them. This can be something like starting a basketball team specifically for people with physical disabilities, which will include all types of people from the physical disability spectrum. The physical disability spectrum is a range that includes minor physical disabilities to major physical disabilities of all types. The sports team will help physically disabled people to interact with people just like them or completely different, because all physically disabled people go through different experiences. And not only will it help them, it will help people without a physical disability, because it will better our understandings and will help us realize that people with disabilities are just as capable as we are. There are people in this school and in this class that have a disability that you may not even know have one. So why were we raised to ignore the fact that they are just like us?